Hey everybody, welcome back to the Utterly Pointless channel. I just have a quick list of anointments for the latest, what I call anointment-based build that I'm working on. It's something that's easy to put into most specializations without too many changes. If you have custom creatures that you need to have in there, like Grove Tender, then maybe this isn't the best. Or if there are some other gimpy characteristics of a specialization. I mean, even Fanatic is fine. It just doesn't offer any support unless you've got God Spawn. I mean, Pariah will not help you at all in being able to do anything. I mean, you're going to have to yank out half your team. For the most part, as long as you can get 6 creatures in and have them all have all of their traits usable, this build will be pretty fun to use. I'll have a description of the creatures used in it in another video, and I'll just be going through with just a couple seconds here a piece on each anointment. So starting out, there's Singleton in Windrunner. Very, very crucial to knock down enemy attacks and spells to just one apiece. I've been in some fights, some turns actually, that have just gone on and on and on for several minutes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So when I finally unlocked this, it was worth every penny. So get this if you want to add some great defense to your team and also speed your game up quite a bit. Next up is Shadowbringer, a must-have for my healing equals damage build, of course, and any healing does wind up turning into damage equal to half of that. And I've been using the Sapphire Drake for a long, long time. I won't get into that in this. I will be going through a creature list in the next video. Up next is Brewmaster, a little bit more important than the Paladin anointment that I got, because that's kind of a wild card. Just a little extra damage, but I think I could still make things a little bit more refined in choosing that. But this is a must-have with the Fermented Hop spell. This is a boost spell that when it does decide to cast, it deals 35% of health as healing to enemies. This is enchanted with magnetic, cast twice, and generous. So this will be dealing more than that base 35%. It'll get it up to 70% essentially, and there'll be the magnetic modifier. And so all this Brewmaster's Handshake will do is let it be cast manually, again with Generous, one of my favorite spell enchantments. It just makes it very easy for any creature, whether it's prohibited from attacking or what have you, from getting in a spare boost spell. So unless of course you can't cast spells. I know somebody is almost about to post a comment about that, but yes, obviously that. Up next is Evoker. Very simple part of the build here by just letting creatures cast spells an additional time. I have relics that do assist with that, but this is a nice universal enhancement for all your creatures. And last of all, there is Paladin, and the base perk here for the spec is Retribution. So when your creatures take damage, they deal damage back unless it's 300% or more of your creature's max health. There will be a lot of health gain here, so if enemies are able to get through the Singleton restrictions and actually deal a lethal wallop up to 300%, yes, they're still going to get some payback that way, and that will tie in with the healing equals damage theme. It'll just be more damage added. And that is really it for the anointments for the moment. Paladin is kind of optional, especially since it's really just an additional source of damage. But with the health boosts that you do get on your team, you may want to consider before really tossing it out the window for good. So that is my summary of these anointments for the anointment-based build that I've got recently, and let me just sum those back up. Oops. Brewmaster's Handshake from Brewmaster, of course, Echo from Evoker, Retribution from Paladin, Shadow Sickness from Shadowbringer, and Singleton from Windrunner. So if you want to jot those down and join me in the next segment, that will be uploaded soon as well. Thank you. I've already recorded hours of this and deleted it, so trust me, you got off lucky with this one. See you guys soon.